Welcome back to Tran Plays Night of the Dead. The game is at its best when you're fighting, but it doesn't even have, and I just recently saw some State of Decay videos, yeah, it doesn't even have as many zombies in the streets as State of Decay did. I think since it is at its best when fighting, they should probably increase the density of zombies. I know I am saying that with zombie spawns turned off. I don't mind zombies walking around. I have problems with zombies entering buildings we have obviously cleared, or in our case, the mansion that we have secured. I'm not going to worry too much about these buildings which look fairly ordinary, but there were some buildings that caught my eye that I thought we would tackle on camera. I will eventually hit all of these buildings. For example, we have this liquor store. Like, take a look at. Just a convenience store kiosk, nothing special there. I'm gonna actually need my spear equipped for this.
Shall we warm up a bit?
Forgot how to. There we go. Wait for her to get in there. Keep them busy while I switch weapons. I think she in fact activated invulnerability mode. Dude. I didn't even equip this when I right-clicked it. Yeah, there's definite scaling issues, and I would like the game to continue to work on improving itself. The game did work on improving the survivor AI, which is great. I really like the survivor AI. That is something that adds a little bit of uniqueness to this game. In State of Decay, you did have people that would follow you, but they didn't even help you search. They did help you fight, though. I always like it when games allowed you to basically interact with the world around you in more ways than you are my source of XP. In this case, we have teammates that we can cover, protect, and will protect us. That is always a great concept that I get behind. I think early DOS games did try getting into that era or state, but then eventually it was overshadowed by actual co-op, because online was not really a thing back then. Eventually they did get online, and all the single-player, bot-driven AI stuff fell by the wayside. It's been about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks since I last played this game. Not because I don't enjoy it, I actually do, and I was looking forward to recording more of it. So that I had to make sure to cover the Steam Fest stuff before the demos expired. I don't know if he sees us. He does now. Yeah. I was expecting something like a lot more crowded, similar to, what was that game? Dead Rising. Both the first game had this under tunnel passageway, which was chock full of zombies, and then the sequel had some sort of weird tunnel system that was, for whatever reason, also chock full of zombies. Don't understand why they would be there, but that's how the games were. I was trying to dodge out of this, but I can't actually move. Now I could cancel. That's fine. But I was trying to move. I was trying to cancel by moving. And by the time I saw that the shot wasn't going to hit me, I was like, oh, I'll just keep doing it then. The strange thing is that if the enemy gets hit before you... Well, okay, when they get
take my stuff again?
When they show their weak point because they're doing a big attack, if they get hit any other way besides that, such as if your teammate hits them or something, they lose that weak point showing, which is weird to me. You would think that, because it's not like it staggers them out of that attack, so I don't feel like it should remove the weak point. I guess it's the, oh darn it, and I get no loot from that. I told you, it's been 2 to 3 weeks since I last played. I was trying to search this. Some of the games I played must have had E as search or something. My teammate looks barefoot. That's because that's higher tier bone armor. For whatever reason, it just looks barefoot.
Auxiliary components, like tactical lights or laser sights, can do things you can't.
Huh?
One of the things I'll need to do to get my quests on is lower gun durability quite a ways. When I was testing out damage to my buildings, a new quest occurred. And I assume that's because a new quest that occurred, and I assume that's because the durability dropped. Guess there's just like a bunch on the other side of this wall or something. No. Maybe we're attracting their attention from above because the vertical distance, it like rather than pathfinding sound to them, it just goes straight through the ceiling. Why would there be a bookshelf down here? Wow, Grace, what were you doing to let this guy sneak up on me? Yeah, see those zombies just pop in as we approach. I also feel the melee gameplay has improved quite a bit once we no longer have to worry about hitting each other, which I know that some people are going to dislike. But given the way the game swings your attacks, I would like to think that your characters would be intelligent enough not to swing into your teammate. For example, if we're attacking in a tunnel, I should be able to just thrust forward. No, I do have this regular thrust attack here. The game doesn't simulate you intelligently attacking with your environments in consideration. So I think being able to just accept this is friendly fire, this is not friendly fire is a good compromise. Oh, there's more downstairs? I'm already loaded up. Keep seeing this purple mist, but I think that's like from my coils or something. Now, the zombies will come up and just start attacking your storage boxes. They're lame that way. We hope to be back for all these things later. I just needed to put stuff down now. Let's clear out this passage. So I see the one, and we'll see those two just popped in. If I were to back up, we could still see those two. So that's just a matter of maintaining spawn, so it's not the pressure computer.
Bigger challenge awaits us next.
Though logging back in the game might, I guess, turn them back off. Did that? Yeah, there was something right here. Man, it's sad that the subway system is more fruitful in scavenging than a store. Again, if you're to say that, oh, that's because the stores have been ransacked, then where are those supplies? They don't just magically disappear because someone took them. I should be able to find these survivor bases. Maybe they're out there. I just haven't seen anything like it. What did I hit? I did what? Huh, and then stopped. Open this inward so I can have full visibility when I'm walking through the halls. She never finished that crate because I stepped out to fight the zombie. Man, I can't believe there's still more levels of this thing. Can you fight at all, Grace, please? Wow! I like this. This is good. This is what there should be more packs of this around. What do you mean exhausted? You have tons of hit points. You have no stamina whatsoever. You just automatically have full stamina. For all stamina costs paid.
Whether it's mine or yours, we need
I
to
wasn't trying to interact with you, but sure, I'll just go ahead. Take the money. Completely full now. We'll start heading back now that we've cleared the big hall. So let me go ahead and start heading back, and I will reconvene you with you once we return to this hallway. I've assembled a little trap and high-level chest here in the sewers or subway. We're gonna go ahead and finish exploring the subways. Or at least the next expedition is underway. Just waiting for like 2 or 3 normal zombies to just pop in on me, but alright. Birds are an unusual sound down here. Placed a couple flags, but I guess I forgot to mark them as crystals, so they're diamonds at the moment. I'll change them later. This is where the giant horde showed up from. There's still 3 of them over there as well. Here's another downstairs from this angle. Kind of reminds me of the first Left 4 Dead map, No Mercy. Or there's some crates. Maybe I smashed them already. Oh, there they are. Alright, you pick one, I'll take the other.
Seems like there's.
Where'd you guys come from? Probably downstairs. Let's finish exploring this side if we're allowed through. Okay, just leads back to the surface. Brought a pistol, but guess what? I forgot to bring bullets. With my massive strength value, a lot of things just die pretty quickly to me. I doubt I'll find that arrow. It's fine. We'll clear out this immediate surroundings. Okay, now we'll head down this pathway.
I can't give up.
You're exhausted. Well, I did all the work. Mushroom soup expired, so I went ahead and ate the next one. Jeez, I think she was mauling you pretty badly. She didn't drop anything. Okay, this floor is clear. Now we'll see what's downstairs. Another just layer, same as before, or generators? Who knows? I'm kind of impressed with how many zombies are down here. I think it's a good number. I think this is what the streets should look like. And down here should be a little bit more packed. Maybe. It just feels right if it was more packed. Maybe that's just Dead Rising conditioning. Stuff is dropped off. Let's head to the next floor.
The atmosphere is
Now, having played Once Human, I like the idea that when your character is charging, he just does a shoulder rush attack rather than the regular default can swing animation. Nice. Come on. Wow. Even another level. Lady? Grace! This is why I am the leader and you follow, Grace.
It's the midpoint of the day.
Well, I guess we might as well explore this area while we're here.
Why does the equipment quality seem so low?
This one so she can start working on it. If she ever catches up. Oh, it's a helicopter. I was thinking, like, some ways aren't working. What? What does that sound? I was gonna go straight to the second floor, but I might as well head up and go get that. I was gonna say go heal too, but it's no longer necessary since I just found a stack of painkillers. We found some bullets while we were down there. We might as well use them. I don't remember what the button for flashlight is, but it's not L. Maybe it's something like T. Nope. Misclick.
Anything now.
Maybe I should have saved before attacking this waypoint or whatever and try to leverage my equipment drop rate to get good gear out of these guys. Alright, next time. Next time. Wow. Now remember, I have 3 times the loot drop, so I would have probably just gotten one gun and one submachine gun. But we got another Nutcracker, another Vital Stinger. Oh, that one's new to us. Okay. Stab into vital points. Combat Quest 7. What do you want from me? Number 7. Execution Zombie. With execution, one can target an enemy's hidden weak point, leading to their death. Alright, I mean, sure, let's do that for the quest. It is a one-handed. Oh, nice. Its basic attack is a stab. Okay, this is good. We can use this pretty much in all cases. Alright, I did want to hit that building, which I think might be a skull, but we were in the middle of the subway video, and so even though it's more efficient for me to hit what I might be a skull, to keep the video contiguous, I'm not sure what word I'm looking for here, we will return to the subway. According to my logbook or research, I don't have calisthenics. I went through and double-checked everything that I had books for and then learned what I could. I mean, I might have missed a couple things. For example, I ran out of research, so if, let's say, doctor requires something, well, I don't know it because medic, currently I wasn't able to max that. But I can tell you that I don't have porter, which is calisthenics, and this shop is currently selling right here, calisthenics at 14% discount. It's not much of a discount, but it is a book we could use. Let's go ahead and buy that and get that.
How about waiting for a discount?
It was a discount. But yeah, I wanted the reward acquisition memory +1. And I built this here, so hopefully zombies can't just smash it. You have to just hop up. It's pretty tall. Like, it is taller than my character, which, admittedly, given the scale of the game, I don't know if that's tall or not. Okay, let's continue with our subway adventures. Oh, it is L. I was hitting L earlier when I was entering that battle with to get this stinger. Alright, so we had cleared the 3rd floor and the top floor. We had started to hit the 2nd floor, but then we get dragged downstairs because Grace wanted to attack more enemy. Where are you coming from, dude?
Feels like someone's watching us. If we want to survive, this is necessary.
That should lead to the same area we've been in. I don't think it's going to lead to a disconnected part of the 1st floor, but it might very well. So I guess we'll glance up there. Did you find something to work on? We'll glance just to make sure we've hit everything. Yeah, this looks normal. Okay, that cabinet's been searched, so it is a connected part of the area we've been in. That's the stairs to the 3rd floor, which we've already finished. Maybe those guys merged from this area I was going to hit. It swings fast too. Yeah, I really like the thrust attack. I mean, this is good. Look, every swing is a hit. This already makes the weapon superior to everything else I've found so far. I mean, your damage does no good if you don't hit the target, so... So I'm assuming these subways were already generated for as far as their loot tables go, because I'm finding things like single bullets. I want to try to inch forward so that she can continue working on whatever she's smashing. Probably the trash can.
Let's take it easy.
Just wanted to make sure I didn't find the calisthenics now. That would be sad. Was there anything else on this? No, this... okay. This leads to the main hall. Soldier just spawned in. You can see them all pop in. See the one behind the barricade? See, if you back up, you can still see his head. So once they popped in, they're good. I'm not sure if I'll notice when I do execution. I mean, I would have thought that was it, because these guys here tend to be a little stronger than normal. Retrograde Motion. That's an interesting movie name.
Seems like we've gathered a lot of equipment.
Is that it? Anything else? We have the downstairs there, but okay, yeah, that's it. Then we're done with the subways of the starter city. So we might as well pack up our stuff then. Yeah, that's right here. Nothing in there, so we'll go in. What? Oh. I was gonna say, I just checked that there wasn't anything in there. Okay, well, I will assume I get everything back and it didn't just like fall through the world. That'd be very annoying because that was a very expensive level chest. Apparently you are the cause of this. Ah! There we go. The bird's chirping sound we was here. Apparently, yeah, not all arrows we up here. But the bird chirping sound, that was actually real, because there was a bird down here. Okay, let's glance down this way, see if there's any buildings that pop out to us. Just looks like some normal houses in that direction. The hospital over there, which we've already hit, and everything behind it. More apartment buildings in that direction.
Didn't you hear that? Looks like our training is paying off.
Give me the sword. So we're about to fight this big guy. Wanted to use the shield for them so she doesn't get knocked out. Yep, we've been here. Alright, I just was checking, make sure this is connected to the previous subway we were in. The gates threw me off because it looked a little bit more menacing. I was like, wow, this is maybe a different level subway. Nah, it's the same. Supermarket? Oh, we're hitting that. Well, let's check this tiny little store first. It says it's a pharmacy. Yeah, this stinger is fantastic because of its attack range, or attack methodology. Yeah, let's loot this place. Just checking to see if there's anything that pops out on the shelves. Pretty barren. Come on, take the crate. I need to get some cloth, and then we can. Well, no, not cloth. Stone is probably what I need to get. Oh, I have enough to make another flag. Alright, well, let's see here. Let's make a step. Again, to keep the zombies from smashing up the flag, it's going to be purple. And it is called Pharmacy Kiosk. And purple, crystal. Would help if I had my fingers on the right keys. T for store. Wait, no. There we go. R for refueling. I was wondering. I felt like the key should have been R, but I saw it said demolish. Exploding zombie over there. Dude dodged me. He gave me a machete, it looks like. Okay, let's check out this supermarket. May need to build my trap and chest to clear it out. We'll see. Maybe there's nothing in it.
Something's going to happen.
It's boarded up, so it suggests to me that the game doesn't want to give me food from it. Alright, well, this place is clear. Let's search it. If I find one food per container, I'll probably find more food on the vending machines outside the supermarket. Checking each shelf methodically. While hanging in range of her. So we found one can of food so far. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get that one. $10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cans of food and an energy bar. Alright, let's check the shelves real quick. So yeah, that would be enough to feed you for one day. $15 cans of food. Alright, let's go and build this. Farm branches real quick. It is a green, it probably says supermarket, I would wager. Green supermarket. There we go. Unfortunately, not a lot of food here, but it was something new to scavenge. Probably should just use my pistol. Do I even have bullets left in? I do. I did find some bullets. Oh, come on. Oh, we marked the pharmacy. Okay, I was gonna say I need to mark that. So I think we've hit pretty much all the important places on this side of town. Our base is here. Oh wait, there's something. Is it in the? I missed the book in the supermarket. Okay, we'll hit that again. But we pretty much have hit all of this stuff, the important parts. We've cleared all of this. Everything here we've cleared. This is we're saving for footage. It looked like we saw a big house somewhere in the distance. That might have been the big house. And this is what I thought was the school. So apparently this is the school. So we've been down this road to get a supply crate, I believe. I don't know if it's on tape. I mean, I would have recorded it, but I don't know if I would have edited that out. Because my videos are plenty long. I mean, most video game videos are maybe 10, 30 minutes. My videos are 4 hours long. And it really sucks if I'm trying to render overnight, and then Windows decides to update. Even though I've told it specifically, I don't want you updating. I'm on a metered connection. I'm not, but I tell the Windows I am, so it stops trying to. But it decides that, oh, you must not be using your computer because your mouse hasn't moved. Even though my computer is obviously rendering. Like, it's using up a huge chunk of the CPU trying to render. It's like, oh, no, I'm just going to reboot you. Dude, that was absolutely not helpful. Like working with group projects in high school all over again. I never actually had that kind of experience. I did end up doing all the work, obviously. I think most of us who were smarter than our peers probably did. And I would say that early gamers were smarter. Not because I'm trying to pat myself on the back, but gaming was, back in the day, as it were, was the domain of nerds. You would be made fun of if you told people you played games. That's what would happen. Or, worst case, people would think you were about to go on a shooting spree or something, because, you know, heaven forbid you play violent video games. Actually, what I used to do is I used to sell Mortal Kombat moves to people. I'd give them, like, they'd give me $1, and I would give them all the moves that I knew. Say all the Scorpion moves or whatnot. That was because this is again before even GameFAQs was popular. Like before people had AOL CDs. This is way, way back then. Couldn't go after that one, Grace. Okay. Perimeter is secure. Looks like there's only really entrances on one side of the building. I don't even know if I can go in this building. The windows are dark. Oh, no, I can actually kind of see through it. Yeah, I can go in. Stuck against the thing, couldn't move. Man, look at the size of that barrel. How do the game developers place these things and not know something's up? Okay, I will say that the game is likely made by Asians. And being Vietnamese myself, I think it's fair to say Asians are typically shorter than I guess we'll say, their Caucasian counterparts. I remember my Spanish teacher back in high school, he took a trip to Japan, and he took a picture, and I thought something about it was a little off. It turns out that because he was so amazingly tall, that what I thought was the road and black asphalt, that was a sea of Asian hair, because he just towered over everybody.
Never seen so many zombies.
Oh, right there. I think her chest armor looks good, but her leggings look ridiculous. I think that might be level 4 chest armor that I've given her. Ate rope from that first crate. Not that I need the rope. In fact, I have like
Seems like we've gathered a lot of equipment.
5 stacks of 99 rope back at base. And yeah, I know I have the high level equipment, or the game settings to give me more loot. Most of the buildings I've searched have been generated way before then. And thus didn't give me anything special. But the stuff that is new, such as maybe walking into closer to this building, or the supply drops, that gives me good loot. Maybe you can handle that one? Try to stay out of your way so you can go to it. See how she's clipping on me, essentially? What are you... from out there? It just circled the whole building.
Feels like someone's watching us.
Oh, apparently another zombie has detected me. He keeps losing detection when I step off the stairs. That's a spitter zombie right there. Okay, well, that was not exactly the amazing place I had hoped it would be, but it was nice and short. This building was immensely... it took a long time to loot. I'm not sure that that is going to make it into the cut or not. Probably not, since every floor is the same. So it feels bad trying to put that in. But then, you know, you may say, oh, I'll put that in the first couple floors. Then it feels sad that I'm interrupting it. Like, you don't get to see the conclusion of me looting the building. So it's just not all around. I probably just end up cutting that content out so nobody feels left out.
Are you ready to fight?
It's kind of like, supposedly if you, let's say you want to go to have Mexican food and your friend wants to have Chinese food. So you don't go anywhere because you don't want to make anyone unhappy. Even though you both would have been happier at least having something, right? So even if Chinese food wasn't your pick, you probably would have preferred that over staying in. Oh, come on, Grace. Did you have to alert that one? Well, at least he's leaving. Let's get you over here. Then you stay still, and I'll head in and deal with all that. Okay, well, apparently he showed me the way out. I thought another zombie was coming up behind me because I kept hearing a female scream, but it's sometimes those prison zombies, was that a female? So this is a school. It looks more like a boarding school, but sure. Yeah, it's like books. I mean, books make sense. Yeah. I assume it sells the exact same books as calisthenics in the same spot. Right, let's patrol the perimeter and then we'll head on inside. Need a couple branches so we can make a signpost. Oh, we actually have enough branches. And we need some stone, but here's stone right here. I was going to step out of the fence area to get the stone. And with this, we can mark the bookstore kiosk. Well, we need 4 small stone. We have 1. There's a backyard. Right, we got all the small stone we need. Looks like there is a dog. Not dog, wolf. I saw 2 of them, or 2 movement in the I think they're attacking a bear? No, it's a boar? I don't know why my gun's always getting unloaded, but I habitually just hit R first, because I figured it was going to be empty before I opened fire. Yeah, I wasn't sure it was dead or not, because it wasn't attacking me after the first bullet. We had basically a 3-way match between a wolf, a boar, and a bear. Why aren't you reloading your gun? See, sometimes I'm mashing R. I'm mashing it right now. Try switching out and switching back. Maybe 7 is the max. I thought it was 10, but maybe 7 is the max. Journal update. Okay, it's done. I don't need to open it in my journal then. Does the game tell me how many bullets it actually holds? It does not. What if I re-equip it? No. I don't know. I felt like it was more than 7, but maybe apparently not. You cannot judge distance at all melee combat with this.
Yes.
Alright, let's continue to circle around the building. That other zombie never made it to us, the one that was pursuing us. He probably got chewed up by one of my traps in the base or something. we can't build a stair or a floor to ascend higher, so it's wherever I can reach this flag. Can I actually jump on the car and then jump onto the wall? Probably not. We can try. Oh, come on. You had that. For whatever reason, you decided that it wasn't good enough for you. She can just do it, but she's kind of in the way now. And it's going to be blue bookstore. Again, I place them on places where not on the ground, so zombies don't just decide to break it, because they do just attack your stuff if they can't get to you. So if they spawn in and they decide that, oh, you know what, I feel like attacking his building instead of chasing after him. I don't want to have to lose my stuff. Is that a boss zombie? I am not familiar with that one. He looks like about the size of a butcher zombie. That's cute. I was really tempted to search it, but I figured, no, we'll just wait. We'll kill everything first.
Now I'm starting to feel energized.
Come on, I was hitting F. Again, the pop-up appears before you're actually in range sometimes. I feel like I'm in 7 Days to Die again. I saw the one zombie. But one is hardly anything to worry about under normal circumstances. Maybe that wasn't just a normal one that I saw earlier that I thought was the size of a butcher zombie.
Show me the equipment too. For it to finish. One was charging and one was jumping at me. I can hardly make anything out too. There's no like, I don't blame YouTube processing for this. The game is just this dark. Are you ready to fight?
Did you see someone? Okay. No, I thought there would have been one in here because I heard the growling.
Time to take a break now.
Oh, he must have been behind a breakable object. Well, that's good. That we don't get the loot for that when you do that, Grace. But first floor is clear. Let's advance. It is very, very dark in that sector. Which makes for poor video. Okay, this is not how a second floor would normally have been. Come on, Grace. Like, you don't just have a classroom on a library, one thing on the second floor. But the premise is there. I mean, it looks kind of like a school. It's recognizable as a school. It just is lacking a few actual architecture decisions. Sure there's nothing back here. Okay. Alright, I guess we're done. Just make sure there's no loot hiding in any of the corners, and we start ransacking this place. Alright. Well, absolutely no point to going up here, then. Go ahead and start pillaging the area. Thankfully, she's already been working on it. There's bullets here. That's not what I want to see in a school. I do worry about that a little bit with my kids being in school and stuff. I remember when I was a teenager, I was thinking like, oh, when I get kids, I'm going to buy them the armor-proof backpack. That was back then. That's what people were not really advertising, but we'll say was on people's minds when school shootings were first, I guess, hitting the airwaves.
My body feels stiff.
And of course, they don't even do much of anything. I think it was tested out maybe like on a MythBusters episode or something. Oh, desk. And I think they said did almost nothing. Maybe it wasn't them, but I remember hearing that it wasn't really any good. The armored backpacks. And I don't want my kids to get made fun of just because I'm crazy, I guess. But it is something I worry about. I do recognize the odds of it happening are low, but like standing on train tracks. If it happens, it's a large chance of being fatal. That looks like it should be a secret passage. Alright, library is clear. Did we search this one? Yeah, we did. When I'm talking so much, I actually kind of lose track of what I've hit, because I'm, I guess, opening up about that, and I'm thinking more about what I'm saying. Oh, I guess we're full, than what I'm looting. So many books. But unfortunately, you don't get any benefit for having copies. I wonder if everything is off scale to me because I went with like default size, and maybe the developers, because they allow you to change your size of your body parts, they wanted you to to be able to operate. So let's say you made a massively large character. If you couldn't fit behind a door or something, then that might be a problem. But if anything, I probably would have made a tiny character, or I guess a very tall, very slim character. The purpose for these things is to allow me to shoot over things. I don't know if it'll help or make a difference. It'll be something interesting to test out. That's the dark area. I guess we'll do that last. Not scared of it or anything. Just I don't want to navigate in dark areas because that's bad video. Nobody wants to really watch that. It's like, oh, he's just walking around in place for 10 minutes. No, I'm moving forward. You just can't tell. Two rolls of tape in the teacher's desk. Sounds about right. Probably need to exchange stuff to her again. Some bullets. Grace is having problems getting to me, so I guess we'll go and take this. That must be my 3 times in effect. I probably would have gotten 4 bullets instead of 12, so sounds reasonable. We've hit these. We hit the office. Okay. Ah, it's gonna be cool and get it in midair. It might still be... Dude is trolling me. Grace, you're not really helping either. There we go. Nope, I want the arrow first. Maybe if Grace would let her take it. We found a ton of equipment, which kind of makes sense. The school would have enough to, say, field an entire football team with... I don't know what football... I want to say armor, but armor is probably not the right word. I wonder what football armor is made of. I assume plastic, but I don't know. While we do have a torch, it is, unfortunately, back at base, and I was not expecting the interior of the school to be this dark. Grace, thank you. Unless you want me to stuff you in one of the lockers, you should really stay out of my way. Given the color of rust on these lockers, I wonder if the game is implying the zombie apocalypse happened a long time ago. She might not have room for all this stuff that pops out. I was gonna let you work on that, but alright, I'll run over to this. Surprisingly that there's nothing up here. You would think that there should be some nice little treasure at the top of the bleachers. I like it. I mean, you could see what I was saying. I was like, is you see this vent, cover? Yeah, cover. That's the word. You can tell that it's fallen from that one. That's cute. Where you can see that over there, that one's covered, and that one is covered. I do wonder if maybe they. I mean, I have to wonder with the scaling issues if the developers behind Night of the Dead purchased say the school and whatnot and are using that, and I don't have an issue with it. I wonder if they've made these or if they purchased these. That would definitely explain the scaling issues if they purchased these. Nothing here. I guess it's a shower room or something. Would make sense next to the basketball court. Okay, so this is what the 3 times loot looks like. Instead of getting the 1 bullet, I get the 3 to 4, maybe even sometimes the 5. I do feel I mean, I know that's going to make my game easier, but I feel just walking into searching, say, every locker, getting 1 bullet out of it is almost an infuriating experience. At some point, you just have to throw your hands up in the air and say, I just don't care. And now I'm not even referring to the song. Somehow I don't think there will be any one of these wooden dressers inside a restroom. Certainly not a public building restroom with teenagers. Research? No, not this room yet. Who don't really have a reason to care about not pissing onto the dresser. Yeah, there's a window right here. It shouldn't be this dark at all. We searched that bathroom. We have searched this bathroom. Yeah, this locker. Am I missing something? Because I feel like when I was walking around this room, it must have been that one. Yeah. When I was walking around this room, I felt the outline behind the wall, but that must have been that one dresser in that room. Okay, we're done then. Sounds like a machine gun. Oh, it's with the bird's wings. I mean, it wasn't that loud or anything. I just thought, like, is there fighting going on in the far distance of the city blocks? Do I have room to pick? Yeah, I have room. I just want to eat animal guts. And there was also a deer that ran into this building. I do like that. That they are entering the buildings we've cleared. Because realistically, the animals wouldn't know that this was a man-made structure. They would. It's like, oh, it's open. There's no sounds coming from it. Okay, I'll just run on through. So I do like that, though it's totally unintentional by the game.
Looks like it's time to lighten the load.
She must have picked up a stone and got full. Well, what do you have? I'll take all that. Assume that the deer is long gone, or I'd hunt that down. Did I find what was in here? I did not. Oh, that's just a combat quest. This is not a look for a book thing. Kill. I didn't even find a single student in there, though. No, think about that. You send me to this building to look for student zombies that would drop me graduation theses. And not a single one. I cleared the whole building. What I will do, though, is I'll have Grace stop here for a second while I seal up all the other rooms. The exteriors. I'll be right back. And I'll explain why in a second. I'll go ahead and leave that in. So I guess I'll explain now. If student zombies ever do spawn here, such as I turn on spawning zombies and come here to look for graduation theses because I need them to level up, I would like them not to escape on me. So I think we'll just seal out these exterior doors. Is there one on this side? I don't think so. It looks like it's alright. I just ran past something I could search too. Alright, it was full, but I went ahead and passed things out over to my teammate and edited that out to make it more seamless for you, but let's go and finish. There should be one more door. Maybe this side. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so if we ever come here for graduation theses or something, they'll be trapped in there. Still don't think that's how street lamps work. Maybe in some parts of the world, perhaps, but I feel like this would be just asking for cars to get dinged up and damage city property by people not able to drive straight on it. As far as seed production, oh, never mind. There's 3 hours remaining on those. So we'll cover that later. But I have the basic normal rate, which is I think 1.25. But with the seeds, we can harvest, say, all these animals. They just must apparently run through all the traps and make it here for being skinned. Big traps will give me wolves, it looks like, deer, and boar. Now, I don't really have seeds, so the method that I use is dorky, but it works for me because I did spawn with demolish rate, which is unnecessary if you want to have like the best stats ever. So I guess I gimped my character. The reason I say that is I took a closer look at the research stuff because I didn't really analyze that very in detail before I even made my first video. I did study all of the character creation traits, but you can get 100% demolish rate just with research. I kind of gimped myself in that way. But on the bright side, I can take advantage of all of it now, even though I haven't gotten it yet. The way I do it is I just dismantle the trap, and then rebuild it. I do lose a little bit of my hammer strength, but that's about it. Which a hammer is what, like a branch and a stone? But that is more economical for me than to reload it with a seed. So if I wanted to reload that would cost me a small meat cut and a seed, but I can just demolish it. I get everything back. Maybe except for some leaves or something. So I'll need to demolish the ones that are still, that are closed. I can just rebuild the rest. Okay, so at the moment, while I do lose, we'll say 2 leaves each. I would rather lose leaves than seeds if I had to pick. Yeah, not sure where you came from, but stabby stabby. That looks like it might have been the zombie that was chasing us a long time ago. He may have chased us all the way to the school and then started running back. He finally caught up to us. I don't see anybody. That doesn't mean there isn't. I was still in the air, I think, when he hit me by shattering the floor. I actually enjoy seeing them flop on their face like that. I do feel zombies should be more like that. Rather than these leaping feral monsters, they should be completely clumsy. They should basically have less motor skills than a toddler. Perhaps that won't make them threatening, but I don't feel that they should be superhuman athletes. Alright, so I will start searching everything. And when we're done, we'll start recording the story. But I don't think any of this stuff that we clear out, these buildings here, I don't think we're gonna need to get that on tape, since we have seen houses before. It is now hour 23, and we're about to begin the 7th wave. We're actually going to return a title, and for the duration of the wave, I'm going to pump up that experience, because I think it's downright criminal what they're doing. We're going to go single player, change difficulty. I have noticed that wave zombie XP is substantially lower. Let's say a 5th or under. Zombies that might give you 12.5 XP give you 2. Normal ones that give you 5 give you 1. So we're going to find this experience counter. So I have currently modified, we're in custom. We are having no zombie respawn. We have triple, where is that? Triple items obtained. We're going to make that 5 times, which is the max. But this will make all the 1 XP zombies worth 5 and all the 2 XP zombies worth 10 instead of 12.5 to their full value. So I'm still not even getting the full value, but at least I will benefit from actually getting out there and killing these guys. I can understand if the developers say, like, hey, you know what? You shouldn't get any experience for killing them with traps. Fine. I don't agree with it, but I can understand that. But for them to nerf me getting experience for things I actually kill just because they're showing up at night, that's weak. That's cowardly. It's nowhere did the game make any attempt to tell you that this was happening. It's just something they snuck in and hope you wouldn't notice, is what I imagine. Maybe I'm just being conspiratorial, but I think that if the game had at any point told you this, that more players would probably just go all in on traps and not worry about experience. Maybe I'm the only person out there who worries about getting experience out of the zombies. I have converted some of my small stones into large stones and then bricks as well, when I really needed something to be stone instead of wood. But in this case, we are managing to get this last second story into stone. And we're going to balance ourselves on this. No OSHA concerns to be worried about here. I think OSHA would be far, if they had any intelligence, I think they'd be far more worried about zombies coming in and eating you. And that should be the last, yeah, that's the last of my bricks. I'm going to dismantle this. This was just for the daytime, to keep them from harassing me and trying to get to the guillotine. Try to dismantle in such a way that's least likely to make everything else collapse. none of these things should be requiring each other to stand, but sometimes the game works in weird ways. You dismantle something that has no point, has no need to be the stability, load-bearing structural support, and it still makes everything crumble around it. Yes, so let's take a look and see what this is the default level of farm results on a tier 2 farm. I got 4 seeds this time. Let's see what the other one was. 3 seeds. The first time I did this was 2 seeds. So I thought, oh, okay, we'll make the second one also. Tier 2 farm is what I can use to get more seeds. I'll probably take my farms and just start filling up this entire downstairs full of farms so I can get seeds. Then we don't have to worry about demolishing the animal traps and repairing them. I can actually do it normally. Let's go and take all. And then we'll go and get some fertilizer. Yeah, I know the Horde Night has happened, and I'm still worried about my farm. That's how you know I'm in a crafting person. I'm just going to close this door just in case. It's going to take them a bit before they even get to me. Because wherever they spawn, they have to run over to me. I should probably put some lamps, I should probably put some lamps on the buildings around me, just so we can see more area. I think that'd be cool. Once we get some seeds, I can start refilling these birdhouses as well. We do have some. Execution chance when attacking 4%, so it's actually on the high end of the 1 to 5. I like that it shows me the range that it could spawn, so if I were to get another Vital Stinger, it might not be any better. I had to build this chair about 3 times to get it facing the right way. The first time I built it, I thought, oh, it must face towards the player, because it was built in this direction. So then I stood with my back to the window instead, built it again, and I still faced the wall. You can't eat mushrooms. It's ridiculous you can't do anything while you're here. In fact, hitting escape while you're in your inventory makes you stand up first, then you have to hit escape a second time. Unfortunately, these guys don't really seem to drop loot. Otherwise, this area will be covered in equipment. It's another way of the game trying to balance out Horde Night, which they aren't really trying seriously, because I've heard the official servers don't even have Horde Nights. It might be because, a player will join, it's day 100, and then he'll get owned because he just started. And then that says that, hey, some balancing needs to be done here. Maybe more than just the night number. Perhaps by player level, something. Additionally, supposedly, again, these are all ifs or hypotheticals, what I've heard, because I don't play online. All of the zombies on the map will go towards a single player, or at least if it's a group of players that are somewhat near each other, at least. So if you had, like, say, 4 people and you just sort of separated, the hordes will not necessarily split themselves into 25% to each of you. Now, if you're watching this years in the future, and you do this and you get killed or something, just know that developers, should they end up watching people build certain fortifications, they may patch the zombies to work around it. So they may say, oh, well, the zombies should be able to crawl underneath, or something. Which is reasonable, they ought to be able to. But at the same time, I should get experience for trap kills, so tough. Officially, it takes place during the night of, what this battle was the night of the 6th. The day officially ticked over to 7. So that's what players call it, because you don't call the first wave that happens. It starts on night 0, then ticks over to day 1. People don't call it wave 0. Yeah, if these wave zombies dropped as much loot as their normal daytime counterparts did, I would actually look forward to these wave nights. I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to see what I get tonight. Like, I would genuinely think, like, oh, this is going to be great. No, nothing that the game developers don't want you to actually have fun. One of the comments says, you shouldn't expect to be rewarded for every little thing you do. It is a video game. You are supposed to expect to be rewarded. If I wanted to be punished, I think I'd go back to work. Still occasionally wake up dreaming about work, where I used to work before deciding to go full-time. This was my alternative plan. This is one of the reasons why I decided, you know what? It's okay if these guys start treating me that badly, because I don't have to stay here anymore. Kind of mentally healed myself, recovered, by deciding that this was what I was going to do. But I am grateful for the 3 times thing giving me more stone. This will serve as a net. And I might have to extend it even further just to make sure they don't go flying from here to there. So I might still need to extend it further. But we want to spend the bricks on what is most important to us. As you can see, when we started this night, we didn't have any bricks left. Continually upgrading the base as we see the need. It is now the next day. We've gone ahead and expanded our farm operations down here so we can have a lot of seeds. When we get to 100% dismantling rate, we'll go ahead and dismantle these as well. But for the time being, since we already built them and I don't want to lose resources, we'll just keep these 2 fertile farms up here. There's no real problem keeping them up here. It's just, I don't know, being obsessive. I used to have the farm up here, but I didn't really like how it was making this water fountain sound the entire time. Let's get in position, actually. We still have a bit of time.
Someone's watching us.
Let's put you back a bit, and more over here. That looks pretty good. Just stand you there. What's your gear, by the way? You are going to be using the stinger. I mean, she could use the machete if she felt like it. Actually, the AI does switch to the machete over her 2-handed sword when she's trying to chop bushes. She doesn't just pick a weapon. She picks the machete probably because it swings faster. So yeah, I'm going to just leave her with that for the time being. These are the things we just harvested. We don't need to worry about that. But let's go ahead and show you the fishing. So if we head over here, this is what I can hear while I'm just in my base crafting. Yeah, that's annoying. So we've essentially just put this up here. There's no floor, and I don't know how this will pan out. I did build an entire wall around it. I couldn't sink it, or what was it called? Is it sink? I forget the name of it. Snap. I couldn't snap to it because it was trying to say it's going to overlap, so I had to build a wall myself manually around it. These beams here are, if I can aim my jump correctly, helps me just climb up. Without that beam, I can't do that. So if I try jumping this way, nothing. If maybe, let's say this whole area were to get flooded somehow, I mean, I don't know, then we could just run up here, jump onto the beam, and maybe get to safety. And I don't want the fishing thing broken, that's why I built the concrete walls all around it. We're going to close this up, just in case. You never know, maybe there'll be hunters from Left 4 Dead hopping over the walls or something. In that case, they really wouldn't care about that door, but whatever. Just in case. Button down the hatches, is that how you phrase it? Actually, since we are getting seeds, I can go ahead and fill up these birdhouses. We have 75 seeds now. I started with about 40 at the beginning of the previous day. And these palisades or spike traps here, when birds land and drop off the egg, they hit this and die. So I get the egg and I get the bird. They'll probably patch that out at some point, but this is a way I can get feathers. I don't have very many feathers yet because I haven't refilled any of these. Now we have. Close that up. I don't know what the chirping is from. I don't think it's the birdhouse, because I have tried dismantling all the birdhouses, and this still makes those sounds. I need processed scales and processed fish bones in order to continue to upgrade my armor. I've already upgraded my weapons as high as I can get them, but I need aluminum ingots for level 4. But as far as gear that you wear, that will require bones and scales. Fish bones, not animal bones. I think that's lame. You really need to differentiate between different kinds of bones in this game. Made myself 50 paste bait, because that's about as many as I calculated I needed roughly something like 40 to upgrade all my gear. And that's just gear for right now. We're gonna outclass this gear. We are steadily growing out of it. I've been giving her the best armor because she can't evade. I mean, she has the evasion stat probably, which the evasion stat as a blanket mathematics thing is when something strikes your hitbox, you have that percentage chance just not to take any damage. What I mean by evade is she won't get out of the way. If an enemy throws a tree at her, If 7 zombies start rushing at her, she's not going to try to move into a doorway to keep them from moving in one direction. No, she'll just get surrounded. So I give her the best armor. Additionally, as a player, I can know when to retreat. So if it looks hairy or if I have low hit points, I can just bug out of there. No issue. Grab all this stuff. Looking on the right, it's a spear. Gee! Dude! That was pretty good. I'm saving this for the recording just to show you how I was going to do this mission. Which isn't something like spectacular, but it would save you a little bit of trouble. Alright, then we'll build a table. And you may think, well, that's nothing special.
Interior plays a significant role in enhancing the comfort and functionality of a base.
Yeah. And we'll go back to the journal, go to build, and it was build 10. I'm going to build some furniture, we'll say up against like this right here. This way I can just dismantle. See, this is, yeah, I should probably, it'll probably give me everything back. I'm gonna rack up my 10 here. Dismantle this one and get all my stuff back. I don't know if that was really a good use, but it was much faster than doing it piecemeal. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays Night of the Dead. I'll see you next time.